Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS, FANS. Let's get to the news, so let's talk about a potential blockbuster move that's been swirling around the NFC South. There's serious buzz about the Atlanta Falcons potentially making a splash by acquiring Antoine Winfield Jr. from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Why would the Bucs even consider trading such a versatile and talented safety? Well, the whispers suggest that Tampa Bay, sitting at a 5-7 record, is looking at some tough financial realities with about $9 million in cap space free, but also facing some instability in their secondary. They've been leaking big plays, allowing almost 8 points per game, which is way above what they'd like. It's not hard to see why they might be open to shaking things up, especially with some of their other priorities, like securing extensions for players such as Mayfield, and rebuilding their division strength. The Bucs are reportedly looking to move Winfield, who's just 27 years old but already a proven game changer, in exchange for draft picks or a promising safety prospect. From a strategic perspective, Tampa seems to be weighing whether to hold onto Winfield and try to rebuild around him, or to leverage his talent to accelerate their rebuild. Their secondary has been a concern this season, giving up over 35 passing deflections and struggling to maintain consistency. They're also worried about losing versatility in their backfield, which is critical in today's NFL, especially within the NFC South. The division is becoming more competitive, and Tampa's secondary needs a serious upgrade if they want to stay relevant. Now, for us Falcon fans, this could be an absolute game changer. Antoine Winfield Jr. is the kind of player who can elevate a defense, bringing a mix of instinct, versatility, and elite coverage skills that are reminiscent of some of the best safeties in the league. For those who follow the Falcons closely, you know how much we value players who can do it all: cover tight ends, blitz the quarterback, or shut down explosive plays in the secondary. Winfield has shown that he's not just a good safety. He's a Pro Bowl caliber athlete who plays with instinct and intelligence, often making game-changing plays. His career stats speak volumes: over 10 interceptions, more than 300 tackles, and an impressive PFF grade averaging around 84 over his career. He's allowed just 6 touchdowns in his career, and his ability to read plays and make quick decisions makes him a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. Looking at his 2025 stats, Winfield posted 38 solo tackles, 25 assists, 63 combined tackles, along with 1 sack, 8 sacks for loss, and 2 interceptions that he returned for a total of 20 yards. He also forced a fumble and recovered another, showcasing his playmaking ability. His overall PFF grade was an outstanding 85, with coverage rated at 87 and run defense at 80, numbers that prove he's a complete safety who excels in multiple facets of the game. Importantly, he's had no serious injuries, which is vital when considering a trade. His allowed passer rating is 72.5, and his expected points added per target is -0.3, indicating he's a significant disruptor against the pass. Opponents average just 48 yards per game when targeting him, and his presence on the field has been associated with a 15% increase in winning matchups for his team. For the Falcons, adding Winfield would be like plugging a missing piece into a defense that's been showing flashes of potential, but still struggles with consistency. Our secondary has been vulnerable, especially against high-powered offenses. We've been giving up around 7-8 yards per passing attempt, which is way too much, and that's a clear area where Winfield's coverage skills can make a real difference. His ability to play both in the box and deep coverage adds a layer of flexibility that our defensive coordinator can really utilize, especially in a division where teams like the Saints and Panthers are also trying to strengthen their defenses. From a strategic standpoint, bringing Winfield into the Falcons' fold could be a catalyst for our entire defense. His versatility would allow us to run more complex coverages, and his instincts could help us create turnovers, something we desperately need to turn the tide in close games. We're looking at a potential projection of adding around 4 more interceptions per season with him, which could reduce our points allowed by around 3 per game. That's huge when you're trying to climb the NFC playoff standings. His presence would also indirectly help our pass rush, allowing linebackers and defensive linemen more freedom to pin their ears back and go after the quarterback, knowing that the back end is more reliable and aggressive. Now, let's think about the bigger picture here. The Falcons are in a clear rebuilding phase, but we're also on the rise. The team has shown glimpses of a promising future with young stars and a solid coaching staff that's focused on developing talent and playing disciplined football. Adding a player like Winfield would send a message that we're serious about competing now, not just in the future. His experience, leadership, and playmaking ability could be exactly what we need to push over the edge and secure a playoff spot or even make a deep run. With the NFC South still wide open, the division could be ours for the taking if we make smart moves like this. And let's not forget about the division rivals, especially Tampa Bay. If we land Winfield, it's not just about boosting our own defense. It's also about making a statement to the Bucs and the rest of the NFC South. Tampa Bay's secondary is a bit of a mess right now, and losing someone like Winfield would be a blow to their depth. It's a move that could tilt the division's balance, giving us an edge that could last for years. We've seen how a good safety can be the backbone of a dominant defense, and Winfield has the talent and the mindset to be that kind of player for the Falcons. Looking ahead, the Atlanta Falcons have been making smart moves and building a solid foundation. We've got a promising quarterback in Desmond Ridder, a dynamic young core, and a coaching staff that's focused on growth. Adding a player of Winfield's caliber could accelerate our defensive development and help us become more consistent, especially in high-pressure moments. We've been close to breaking through, and a move like this could be the final piece that puts us over the top. The NFC South is in flux, and with teams like the Panthers and Saints also trying to improve, we need to stay aggressive and strategic. Securing a versatile safety like Winfield could be the difference maker that puts us in the playoffs and allows us to compete at the highest level. The potential acquisition also opens up a lot of questions about contract negotiations and how the Falcons might approach this. Winfield's current deal is manageable, and if we can work out a trade that doesn't cost too much in terms of draft capital, it makes sense for us. We're always looking to add players who fit our team culture and who can contribute immediately, and Winfield's experience and skill set fit that mold perfectly. Plus, with our current cap situation, we could make it work without sacrificing future flexibility. In the end, this is a move that could define our season and beyond. It's about making a statement, saying that the Falcons are here to compete to win and to make a serious push toward the Super Bowl. The NFC South is in a state of flux, and if we can land Winfield, it could be the catalyst for a division dominance that lasts for years. It's exciting to think about the possibilities, and as Falcons fans, we should be rooting for our front office to pull the trigger on a deal that could change everything for us. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think landing Anton Winfield Jr. would be the game changer we need? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us, and it's definitely important for the Falcons' future. We're all in this together, and I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news. Whether it's trades, signings, or game analysis, I'll keep you in the loop. Let's keep the passion alive and continue supporting our team as they aim for greatness. Go Falcons!